up on the regular tree. Alright, I forgot I could do this, but I want to load it because this is going to be a review, bitch. So, it's mostly scripted. You better give him them motherfucking yoo-hoos. Do you understand what I'm saying to y'all right now? I will jack you some yoo-hoos if necessary. Oh, it says you own this. Like, that is so cool that, like, I own it. And it's actually, like, I listened to it on the website, but I don't know how to get the download from Bandcamp. I've never done that before, but it was only going to charge me $5, and I bought it for $7. I was like, I'm going to get it for $6 because I'm going to see a vinyl if there is one, but no, $7 is better. So I just, like, YouTube converted a couple of the other songs, and I screen recorded one, posted to YouTube, converted that one. But Blessings, right? The whole album is full of them, and it's not an album, it's a compilation apparently. What he tells me this is a song that I always hear because it's first, so it's not that it's not like cool or anything, but it'll always be my introduction to it. It's like he's in a museum, kinda, okay? It sounds like he's in a museum that is empty for him to do his thing. He's in like a mausoleum or a coliseum, and it's like everything is marble, but it's finely crafted. It's so flush, and I'm looking for my notepad. Okay, Blessings. Damn, I'm just looking at all these like tens of thousands of notes where I tried to like summarize my album. Blessings, they all are. Gene, this is a staple, and I want to take you through realizing it is. I started this on January 3rd, which I guess was like the day after I figured out that this was an album, like an album-length release versus just solo coming out, because I had ordered solo as soon as my phone told me, like, oh, Trapcry has a release coming soon, just like last New Year's when there was 3X. I don't know, like, my fucking, like, somehow my iTunes, every once in a while, if I delete them from my phone, or like, I go to unhide the download, it'll just delete the fact that I paid for it. So I paid for Goku the Stallion, I paid for Break the Ice, and I've now, like, been YouTube converting them for years just because I can't pay for them again, not on iTunes. So this man's craft, specifically in a song like this, is just like, this is why I'm raving, because I mean, Blessings, just a run-of-the-middle ordinary LMA anyway.
Tell him I said later, brody.
In like 20 to 45 seconds, that song already established to me that something was about to happen. But I try to keep expectations to myself, especially at first. Life is so better this way. By track 3, I knew that, especially the second time hearing the album, the first day it was on. Oh my god, I kept running around singing it, but I'll get there in a second. Okay, so this is PDA, and I bet none of y'all, like, this is a shame to admit it did not fully register yet, despite what's fucking done here, because the Neptunes are one of the biggest inspirations I had, and whatever Khalees did for the production she got on the Casey album, the original Kid, they fine-tuned it. And totally just like, this is what made me send my DM and go, yo, like, what? Like, what is this? Go check that out, because I think I might silence it, because that, huh? Oh, I don't, is this a blunt already rolled, or is it just extra low? This is a blueberry one too, but this isn't a black and they got 59-cent size. They got 59 cent cigars. Like, all I have to do is ask for a good time. Well, you know what? Pacifically, one of y'all can have that. I just want to check if this is a blunty or extra willow. So anyway, the third song, Zipper, I relate to personally because I don't really have another song that lyrics, like, it constantly goes, like, yeah, because I'm a stripper. Until I had this song.
Take your clothes off. Take your clothes off.
I created a public disturbance ever since finding this. Like, I'll just sing in public, scream. I'll be in the middle of public and I'll go, bitch, come on now, take your clothes off. Take your clothes off. This is the one, like, I said, hold on, what's going on here? The whole song is, like, amazing, but if he produces himself, I'm gonna bet. I'm going to this right here. This right here, the end of it, the sample. Like, that is a song, like, there's so many songs that I hear that I'm like, yeah, when I was twacked out on stage as a stripper, that was definitely what I wish I could, like, play and dance to. There's a song, like, I could be sober, and I'm just gonna look at you straight, like, bitch, come and take your clothes off. Take your clothes off, cause I'm a stripper. I love that this one is so long. This is the one where I realized, like, I'm listening to an album-length thing. This is before I knew that it was a compilation of, like, random ones that were his favorite of the stuff he's done over years worth of time and just never, like, paired with a body of work. But I put, for Zipper, I put little siren, like, alarm looking things, like the wah wah on top of fire trucks, alert. What are these called? Siren lights or what? Like, yeah, siren, I don't even know. God, I love that he is so fucking gay. Like, literally will stop a song and be like, you ever kiss another guy on the dance floor? Because, like, yes, I have, both for myself, because I wanted to, and because he was hot, all three. And I said both, but damn if it don't feel good to have somebody else saying, like, you ever just liked a guy before? Because it makes you feel a lot more comfortable with the fact that, yeah, unfortunately I do, but they all suck, so I can never talk about it. But this is groovy. I said, bitch, first of all, stop what you were doing right this instant. And I'm telling you this now, too. If you weren't going to care, you wouldn't be here still. So please know that this is vital that the next 2 minutes and 9 seconds of your motherfucking life be spent doing whatever you need to do. With Zipper by Trapcry on Bandcamp.com, playing close enough to power drive you. Is that how you spell it? Still recovering by. I'm gonna take my clothes. Listen, I know you heard me correctly. You just making sure. If I tell you can smoke something, you can. Yeah. But this vape, I'm gonna have to make sure that I keep it because I guess whoever had access to my fucking bank account too decided that $168 was just too much for me. Anyway, so Lost is number 4. It's long, and it was always going to be because this is a song that was meant to be, unless Trap himself informs us otherwise. Clean your house to a 60-minute version of this after I make one because while it feels perfect, and from someone who makes either 90-second songs or 9-minute songs, it feels condensed. Like, I just have a feeling this one may have been such a challenge to perfect at a length they felt comfortable with. Maybe wrong, but I reserve that right. I am just like... And then we get to Superhead Part 2, featuring... I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Go and look. I remember... It's not my thing, I'm not gonna lie, but I took a review it because it doesn't matter if it's not my thing. It's so talented, it's so inimitable, it's so iconic, oh my god, revolutionary. You will reach somewhere between this song and the next two before realizing this is gonna finish playing before I lose interest. And I can sum up my thoughts about hearing the song a second time with, this is again so undeniable. I must not put too much focus elsewhere, or absolutely will be starting this whole thing all over again, like the whole playlist, album, whatever. The next song is called Bad Boy, and ooh, I wrote it sounded like a throwback, so this is that one. Jan, I don't know what you think you didn't do here. Hold on, I'm bending over to read something. Remember when I came home the other day with a pack of Willows and they were both broken? I'm just like, we still rolled all 4 of those pieces, but like, this is so like unappreciated deep cut that never became a single from Janet Jackson, like in the 80s or something. This is Bandit? The dog? Yeah, I'll bring that dog in here. Don't. Okay, better. You need to go hear that whole song because it breaks down so cool. The next one is called Starstruck. And this is like a shorter one too. The shortest one is Zipper and Blessings. But the last song is a remix of Solo, which honestly, this ain't no 11 track thing. This is 12. That's songs.
So many fans, it's in the way you shine. Too starstruck to get you out their minds.
Okay.
Got these niggas too starstruck. You got my heart in knots. Got these niggas too starstruck.
No, right? I bet you do. So I said, ooh, we slowing it down, but it's not just like I'm catching feelings, I'm scared, and this is why. It's also because no one can take the thug out of you unless you allow them to, and sometimes it's not your choice to allow when it's romantic interest. I am looking at you, Bruce. I relate exponentially. Don't try to G-check me unless you remember who the fuck I am, because you prove nothing griping to a happy, successful, prosperous individual allowing you a chance while ignoring signs. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but the Two Birds and One Stone song is effective as fuck because it is done here over a slow song in this fashion in very short time. Love it. One of the reasons 1 through 10 ratings don't mean shit. Look how I feel about this. Like, there is no 1 through 10 rating for them. That's how we rate the different installments of like Nightmare on Elm Street movies, or like which one is better, No Country for Old Men or There Will Be Blood, which, in my opinion, it could have been like a Grindhouse double feature thing that was 5 hours long, if the right people were behind it. This is called Daddy Set featuring Slow Game. I love this song. This is like his Tame Impala type Larue song. Wait. Not even being dramatic. I'm speechless. This is the one. Let's look at it. Let's get mine, bitch. It's cool to hear like every kind of emotional song from a gay man. Like, I can totally tap into that fucking faggotry. I'm not talking about him being a faggot, I mean me. This is so low. This is what I thought we were being delivered on its own, and I was so low. Oh, no. What I said was a bunch of uppercase ha! Ha! This is so like I have no words. LMAO. Where are my words? Like, okay. Exclamation point. Please don't piss on anything. Please. The beat cleaned up for the last minute, and that part got me again. Oh, I love that shit. I was like, what the fuck? How have I finished 9 of 12 flavors already? But I have 2 more and a remix. So it's funny I'm not freaking out because earlier I wanted to once I recognized the beginning of this from buying the single, and I'm like, don't want them out too. But anyway, this is one that made me think, dude, this bitch was 35-ish songs long, and over 2 hours, I would still play it front to back every time. And I mean, all of it, because that was in the next song. This is the last song I reviewed. Jumpin' didn't need anything to continue to be sad. Bitch, I said I like a little K-S-S-I-N-G. It's a song like I haven't seen in live again. This is the one that like everybody better move the fuck over because someone sexy is coming through and he's gonna get as close as possible. You better not bring me up into this shit, bitch. With a K-I-S-S-I-N-G on the stage and it's you and me. I like a little. And then jumping, right?
That little baddie jumping out. That little daddy busting out. Cotton candy in his mouth. That little baddie from the south. See his little fatty jumping out. Jumping out. Jumping out. See his little fatty jumping out. Jumping out. Jumping out. Let him whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. While you hold it, can you grip it, grip it, grip it, grip it, grip it while we do it? Little daddy jumping out. Jumping out. Jumping out. That little baddie jumping out. Jumping out. Jumping out. Yo, what the fuck is we doing now?
Where's the part in it? Just like when I first heard this, I was like,
that little baddie jumping out. Look good and smell like sun.
Here it comes.
Look good and smell like sun. Inside we bad bitches. Yeah, we niggas really bad bitches. We ain't talking to baby.
in a circle. Bitch.
That nigga show making mad midgets.
Throw that ass in a circle, bitch. Throw that ass in a square. Throw that ass like you mean it. Just throw that ass in the air. Throw it. Don't tell me, can you whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it.
You got niggas who sex. You got niggas who ride. You got niggas who host. You got niggas who drive. You niggas don't know.
Don't need a review for this shit. Like, oh, get out from under here, baby. Whip it, whip it, whip it.
See his little fatty jumping out.
And I whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it while I hold it. Grip it, grip it, grip it, grip it, grip it. Oh, fuck it. So yeah, I didn't need to put a review for that song because I was too busy running around in my head going, whip it, whip it, whip it. Okay, so this is what I wrote for Kiss the Gun. And I waited because this is a trigger warning. Like, I don't know what happened to me, but I just went into write about using drugs. Okay, so I started off, I said, okay, Gene, ... 3 exclamation points, ... question mark, Gene, ... clear cert and asterisk, and then I said, don't you ever make me want to fuck you with a song again unless you prepare me for this. Fuck wrong with you? With Maxi melting face emoji, and then it says trigger warning, drug use. If this becomes too much, just let me know, but like, your hair does that naturally, and it takes 5 gallons of this for mine too. No, it's because it's curly. Like, if you put your hands to your hair after you comb it, it would just, I don't have that luxury. My hair is like, it's just too pretty. I had to break up with CJ. Well, honey, is he still in jail? Are you going to school? Okay, so, do not trust a drainer. You can name their favorite Blady song. A real drainer. Is it even pronounced Blady? Hold on, I want to look at. Outside the party, right? Everything Leslie probably does or says is it's just everything to me. Yeah, I forgot what I was doing. So now, trigger warning, drug use. This is in that song, Kiss the Gun. This is going to be the one I decided that any reason I have for doing drugs at a time where I was not buying more than a few songs from Gene at a time, in parentheses, I only ever pirate one from them, and it's because I paid for it, and I did accidentally delete so much shit from my iTunes account. instead of downloading it. Goku Stallion, by the way, check it. There was more than, like, I don't know, I was even extra with it. Like, I sent him pictures of every single one just so he knew, like, these are my favorites. Like, I love this. Like, keep doing it. Like, the 2-seater and shit. Like, when I buy from Randy, which is, like, almost immediate as well. I said, I only ever pirated one, and I said, I never intended to have access to his music because I stole it. I don't like that anyway. No judging, but, you know, I just, like, I only pirate music if I've already bought it. Period. Anyway, or if it doesn't exist as, like, a sale thing. Oh, he's still in jail. Well, I said, anyway, I can have my moment later. I want to say there's no need for me to review the 11th Dawn song. The 12th is a remix, and I love, just not more than my cats or access to stiffening hair products. And then I said, full reviewing capsule. Yeah, you better not miss any days in school. Better not be missing no milk. I said, this is one of, and if not, the best musical experiences in all my opinion. I will buy the discography now because I really was behaving as if I'm invested, like if I don't really think my lucky motherfucking stars that I'm actually driven. Like, have the ambition to invest at least my time. And it's because this album is quite literally a tear-jerking moment in all my musical discovery. Not only because it was a surprise, in parentheses, I didn't catch that an album was coming, just a single, like I said, that I had to pre-order because it's been like, ugh, without a body of work for a while. I practiced patience and respected a creative process much more advanced, refined, and unique that was fully mastered to create this. And I approve of it. My perception of what music can do is changed maybe once a year by something that comes along and is impactful enough to me that I recognize the moment I first catch it. This is not hair comb tooth in here, stuck in my hair. Yeah. So anyway, I said, recognize, this has never and is not ever again going to be executed so perfectly, and I'm here for it. Praise be. Now, trigger warning suicide. But this is probably going to be my favorite ever. I stayed alive to be able to do things I wanted to, but couldn't if I ended it. This is one of those things. Another example, like, yes, I did what I want to do. That's why. What is this happening over here? I just lost another one. I stayed alive to be able to, absolutely, unmistakably, one of the few moments I really had to get far into my ideation before considering, and I'm so glad I did. And in TLDR, this is what it's all about. I always remember watching Trapcry evolve from garlic bread into what I was served this new year. Spending that time knowing something like this would be wrong to expect from an artist creating, but can cry, buck, dance, hope, live along with me for the rest of my life by choosing to have access to it. Enter, tab, like indent, hyphen, and I said, pure blessings through and through. And then went a couple spaces down, I said, thank you, Jane, with the pink hearts that I don't really use. I said, from my heart, I love you in this effort. And I mean that with all my fucking heart. Well, this is long, but I mean, I could honestly schizo ramble for a few years about any given topic if you gave me the time and the resources and, like, maybe my drug of choice to help me a little bit, but Jim, did you just see me whip it? Like, did you see how I didn't whip it X5? I'm getting there. Okay. Listen. I know this is y'all's house, so I'm gonna say that before I say what I have to say because it might come out like I'm being bitchy or something, but we're not doing this in and out bullshit. We're not 7 years old, okay? Oh, wait. You were 7 like 10 years ago? I was 7 20. That's insane. I don't remember being 7. Did y'all run out of here because of my hairspray?
Is there a jar in here?
Jar? Of the weed? No, I was looking for that earlier. I asked both of y'all. I have no idea where it is. That's why I put all the weed in that grinder because I wanted him to be able to have it. Remember, don't mention anybody's names while I'm on camera, but I guess that's okay now because this is gonna be a problem when I get it coming out. So anyway, this little compilation of hidden secrets, like that's definitely, it's not what I've been waiting for. Like I didn't know it was coming, but I also haven't been waiting for like a greatest hits. I can put that together myself. Because greatest hits are bullshit. The only authentic greatest hits is that album, Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. That's a debut album. Did you just lock that fucking door? And you try? Oh, I thought you locked yourself out. Where every song was like, whoa, except for Eat Your Shit or something. I didn't like that. I don't know if I can be here. Like that song sucks. But I let my head back on a merry-go-round to that part in Summertime where it breaks down. That is a greatest hits. Like literally. Oh, he's changing the. Okay. I was like, dude, better not a shit in here because I am going to put them all in a basket and I'm going to just fart as firstly as possible. And I'm going to see how they like it. Anyway, this body of work, Jane. I'm going to round up my thoughts with a conclusive statement, and that is this. We don't need a blessings number 2. We don't need a blessings number 212. What we need is a companion, like a companion project that's because I hate having expectations, especially of true like artistic merit, like value. But we need a companion album of like maybe unfinished songs, like snippet ones or like demos, you know, of certain songs that sounded differently before. Because I know you've been flipping the beats around with certain shit, like you know, I grew up being like trained as what not to do by Azealia, and she'd always put like her hardest little sentences over different beats, you know, especially if she couldn't monetize the one that she wanted at first, because she's a fucking thief. I've been trying not to be a thief. I really have been like doing everything I can to whatever, and honestly, because of the inspiration your album gave me, I started creating this 30-minute song. Like, my discography is expanding, even if it's never going to be seen, whatever, into something, like, I have more than just 2 albums to say. Like, I have a full mixtape, I have, like, 3 different EPs that I could, and none of the songs are repeated, except for the Blondie song that's in the Unprofessional one in the Gutter album. But you just make me forget about all of my okay, cool. Please go somewhere like that. Just stay. I really love you. Hey, Taylor, come here. Sorry, I have somebody in a really crazy situation, but I want. It took me this whole like half-hour video to actually get up the courage. I want to use the zipper shut, and I want to make something of my own, but I just want it to be like a remix of the zipper song. The whole like take your clothes off and remove the verses that you do. If I can come up with something that like that could like rival it on the like at the ball, you know, like at a club, like if it was me against you, because of course we'd have the little like the white gaze and be like, oh my god, he really thinks, you know, it's not about that. I just being a stripper who likes men, and having like a preference for music that's very like it flirts with you, like even if it's like a threatening aura when I use it, if it's like a sinister type of zipper is all you, like that's all you. I don't know how you did that. However, I don't just want like the last few seconds of the song to loop or like whatever, like chop and flip. I want your. Hey, is Nana coming? Is she gonna be here? So, where is she? Is she okay? Okay. I have to pee really bad, so I'm gonna try to hurry up and end this. But I am requesting more permission. This is like the 15th time that I've went to clear a sample, so don't worry if you can't decide or if you tell me no, because Warner Brothers has already told me, like, what you're doing is not allowed. If we catch you putting this material online after we've already told you not to, we can still sue you. We can get taken down and we can sue you because we've already told you, do not use this material. Even if it's not the master's. Fuck it. So that sucks, but I mean, not Warner Brothers. I'm waiting for the Debbie Harry shit. Which is so annoying that honestly, I'll wait ever longer for that. The Blondie song, like, I'll make it free. The Gutter album, I always wanted it to be free. It's only 9 songs, even though when I made it, it was like 40 minutes exactly. And it made me feel so like part of the music community. Like I created something and it's very condensed for me. It's 9 songs and they all about being gutter in a different way, but the tracks totaled like exactly 40 minutes. I had my moment, like when Leslie Poppy posted, like, this EP is gonna be exactly 12 minutes long, like 5 songs in 12 minutes? Let's go. How many are gonna be a minute 20 seconds? How many are gonna be 5 minutes? How are you gonna do this? It happened. So, Zipper remix. I don't want to put it in Fatherfucker 2. I don't want it to be part of the 30-minute thing. I don't want it to be like part of a body. I don't want it to be like a music video unless it's like random clips of you and I performing separately, maybe little like footage, like if I was ever on stage with you, or if I would pull you up on stage with me, Tina. Oh my god, I would. I wouldn't expect you to do anything. But anyway, so 33 minutes 28 seconds. This is getting annoying.